Now, today I'm going to teach you a hack how to use AI and Microsoft Loop for your project planning and tracking. So first, go to your favorite AI, right? So for this example, I'm using Copilot. So this is my Copilot screen. I already generate this to save the time. Yeah. So basically, the prompt is to create a project work breakdown task for an ERP software implementation. Now, of course, you can just change it, right? Create a board project, breakdown task for an event, give it more specific, right? Then it will be helpful in a product trading company and arrange them according to the project management phases. Okay, like initiation, planning, these are standard project management phases. Now, if you're in sales or other departments, you can use almost the same thing, but just change the phases, right, to what you want. So this is what we got, okay? So following the work breakdown structure, blah, 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 you have an initiation and then what are the key tasks. Of course, these are more generic, but you can always go in and change it later, right? But it's also good to go through all this so that you know that you're not going to miss out something important. So these are all the key tasks. So next we're going to take this and then put it into the loop, okay? And then share it to your teams. So here, this is just open a new page and then a Microsoft Loop, okay? You can see right over here and then just put ERP implementation. So what you can do is this // Now you do not know all these components. You can watch my earlier video on this. Yeah. So click the link up there and go there and have a look. What are the components actually inside the Microsoft Loop? So what we're looking at is Kanban. So all you need is just type Kanban. Yeah. And here there's a Kanban tracking. Yeah. So now, of course, you got all this standard. Yeah. So what we're going to do is that we are going to change this, right? So you got initiation, planning, and so on, right? So what you're going to do is that you go in here and then you can change this to initiation. Then you can change this to planning and so on, right? So now you got line 3. Let me finish it all, right? So then you got execution. You can just copy and paste it over here. And monitoring. Good. Okay. Planning. You just need to click this. I always forget to do that. Yeah. Initiation. Okay. Now if you need more, just add another group. Right. This is closure, the last stage. Okay. And this is the monitoring. All right. So you got all the 5 phases as of this one, right? 5 phases. Yeah. Now, next is that you want to do this. These are all the tasks you need to complete by phases. So over here, I can put in like this. Next, do this, right? And you can add more cards until you copy all of this. Yeah. Now you can add more cards like this. I'm going to show you 2 more and then how are we going to use it? Okay. Here, add more cards. Execution. Let me pull one for execution. You see, when it comes over here, right? This is a title. Now you can assign who is going to be in charge of this, right? So if you put this together with your team, you click here, you most probably see the name, right? who is going to be here, your teams, all right? And then target date, when they're supposed to finish. Then after that, if you want to have a checklist, maybe subtasks, you can do it right over here. Task 1, subtask 2. Okay, so you're gonna have that checklist. Now, usually if I have a lot of subtasks, I will rather break it into more of this, right? Instead of one, if a lot of subtasks, I'll just add on more cut to it. Yeah. Unless the subtask is very simple, just do it kind of thing. And the subtask, usually I use it to serve as like a checklist to help me remember what are the key things that I need to complete in order to complete this particular task. Okay. Now, if you want to add more field, you can do that as well. You can add all these field, additional start date, end date, and all that. Yeah. So these are the key things that usually want to see it, right? Like select date, you can do it up front here. You don't need to go into the details. I can also create here, like for example, label, okay, of progress. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to rename it. I put status. And then here I will create an options. Yeah. Like do in progress and complete or on hold. So you have all this, you can see that, right? And then I can just go in and change the color if you want to do that, right? So let's say, for example, this is gray and in progress, yellow, green complete, red. Yeah. So I usually likes the traffic lights systems. So you can see the status right over here. Yeah. Now the bad thing is that you can't see it on the first screen right over here. Maybe it in the future, Microsoft Fluid will have that. Yeah. Like in Notion, if you use Notion, you can select actually what to show on the card up front so that you don't have to click to go into the details. Now the beauty is that once you add this, yeah, you don't have to go to individual cards and do that. Let's open another one and have a look. Okay, open this. You can see the status right over here. Right? So now if it's default, it's already to do, then you can actually remove that. Okay, let me go in. Because there's no point you go in individually and update the thing is to do. Right? You know that here is to do. I can just delete this option. Right? Unless when we want to start work, the person who work on it will go in and click in progress. So we know that is in progress. So come over here. All right, open this up and then you can see there's no more to do. There's only 3 options. So that's how you can use AI and Microsoft Loop to actually help you track. Now what we're going to do is that you are going to take this, right? And then share this as a loop component, right, into your link copy, into your Microsoft Teams, so that everyone in your teams, they can update it. And as they update, basically you come back to this page. This is like your dashboard and you can see all the progress right over here. Okay, so how cool is that? So try and use it. And if you have any question, do write in the comments right below and let me know what are problems that you face. And as you know, Microsoft Loop is a new product and is always updating it. And when I say new product, it also comes with some bugs, right? Sometimes you have some bugs, but it is a very simple tools that can help you get starting and using Loop as a collaboration tool so that you don't need to like email to your team members to always check on the status. So if you like this style of video, do share it with your team members or colleagues that work on projects. By the way, I'm Andrew. Do subscribe to our channel so that every week when we publish new video, you'll be notified. I see you real soon in my next video.